Hello everyone, welcome to ixamBee. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. In this video we will talk about some of the most important questions of economics, and this is the part 2 of the video. If you haven't seen the part 1 yet, you must go and watch the part 1. So these are really important for your upcoming PFRDA examination as well as for your SEBI examination. So in part 1, what we did was we discussed some of the questions relating to specifically the microeconomics portion. Here in part 2, we will do some of the macroeconomics questions. So let's proceed forward. So first question here is that GNP at MP is equal to what? So here in the question you have GNP, and whereas in the options you have GDP. So just always remember to go from domestic to national. What do? You add the net factor incomes from abroad, NFIA. Hence the correct answer here is answer D, GDP MP plus net factor income from abroad. Next question here is that you have to identify the right statements among these two statements. So national income is the monetary value of all final goods and services produced, and depreciation is deducted from gross value to get the net value. So both these statements here are correct, hence the correct answer is answer C. Now next question is that again you have to identify the right statements. So first statement is that while calculating GDP, income generated by foreigners in a country is taken into consideration, and the second statement is while calculating GDP, income generated by nationals of a country outside the country is taken into account. So here in this question only your first statement will be correct, that while calculating GDP, income generated by foreigners also in a country is taken into consideration, because GDP is within the domestic territory of an economy. Now GDP does not include income generated by nationals of a country outside the country, so it does not include if any income is generated outside the domestic territory of a country. Hence option 2, statement 2 is incorrect, and the right answer will be A, 1 only. Next question is that while calculating GNP, now we have gross national product. Earlier we looked at gross domestic product. So here income generated by foreigners in a country is taken into consideration, and the second statement is that GNP includes income generated by nationals of a country outside the country. So in this question the right answer is that the second statement is correct, that GNP includes income generated by nationals of a country outside the country as well. However, it does not include income generated by foreigners in a country, right, because these income belong to the economy to which these foreigners belong. All right, so it does not include that income. Hence the right answer is B, 2 only. Next question is that the value of national income adjusted for inflation is called what? So this is a very simple one. It is called the real national income. Answer is D, right, because in the nominal income you adjust for inflation to get the real income. Next question is that the value of expenditure multiplier when marginal propensity to save is 0.2 is equal to what? So here please note it is given marginal propensity to save. You are given MPS, not marginal propensity to consume. So we know that multiplier is given by 1 upon 1 minus MPC or 1 upon MPS. So MPS we are given, so this will be 1 upon 0.2, which will be equal to 5. Hence the right answer is answer A, 5. Next question is that which of the following items are not included while measuring gross national product? Illegal and leisure activities, these are not included. Purely financial transactions are also not included. Transferring of used goods and non-market goods and services, these are also not included because these have already been accounted for in the year in which they were initially produced, right? So all of these would be the right answer here. All of these are not included while measuring the national income for the current year. Next question is that which of the following is true for disposable income? So disposable income is the difference between your personal income and the direct taxes. It is not the difference between private and direct taxes, right? So the right answer here is answer D, personal income and direct taxes. Next question is, under Keynesian theory, by which of the following factors employment and output is determined? So we know that under Keynesian theory, aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply, and this point is called the effective demand, right? So the effective demand determines the level of employment and output. Hence the right answer is answer C, right? Next question is that which among the following is not a feature of Keynesian theory of output and employment? Short run, yes, this is a feature. Wage price flexibility, no, this is the feature of classicals, right? Then fiscal policy, yes, government role is important in Keynesian theory. Underemployment equilibrium, yes, this is also a possibility in Keynesian theory. Hence the right answer is answer B, wage price flexibility. So as per classical theory, wage price flexibility ensures full employment in the long run, whereas under Keynesian theory they assume that wages and prices are rigid downwards. Now next question is, which of the following things are included in fiscal policy? Use of taxation, public borrowing, public expenditure by government for purpose of stabilization or development, all of the above. So here the right answer is all of the above. The four main components of fiscal policy are public expenditure, budget reform, revenue, particularly the tax revenue mobilization, and use of taxation is also there, and deficit containment and the public borrowing or the fiscal transfers. All of these are the main components of fiscal policy. Next question is, under the classical theory, rate of interest is determined by what? So under classical theory, the rate of interest is determined in the loanable funds market, which is the demand for capital and the supply of capital. This determines the rate of interest. So as you can see here, the demand for capital is your investment and the supply of capital is given by your savings. So the intersection of investment and savings determine the rate of interest under the classical theory. Next question is, which of the following is true regarding autonomous consumption? So autonomous consumption is that consumption which does not depend upon the level of income. Hence the right answer is answer E. It is independent of the level of income. It is not a function of disposable income. It is also not a function of national income and GDP, and it is also not a function of savings. Hence the right answer is answer E here. Next question is, what will happen to consumption and saving curve when marginal propensity to save equals your marginal propensity to consume? So when the slope of both the savings and consumption function are equal, right? MPC is the slope of consumption function and MPS is the slope of savings curve. So when their slopes are equal, so we know if there are two lines whose slope are equal, then they are parallel to each other. So hence the right answer is answer C. Consumption and saving curve are parallel to each other, right? Because here 1 minus B is the slope of your savings curve, and B, which is the marginal propensity to consume, is the slope of your consumption function. When both these are equal, then the two curves will be parallel to each other. Next question is that as per the consumption function, the marginal propensity to consume value will be equal to what? So here either what can happen, there are two extreme situations that can happen. Either the entire income is consumed, then your change in consumption would be equal to the change in income, right? Therefore in that scenario your marginal propensity to consume would be equal to 1. And other thing could be that your entire income is saved. In that case your change in consumption is 0, and this implies your marginal propensity to consume would be equal to 0. So these are the two extreme situations possible. So in normal conditions, what happens is that the marginal propensity to consume varies between 0 and 1 only. So the right answer is answer C. So these were some of the most important questions of economics. Now if you are interested in any kind of guidance, you can also visit the website where we provide free mock test for regulatory body examinations. We have free mock test for your PFRDA examination, which is upcoming, and also for your SEBI Grade A officer exam. So you can have a look at that. You can also email us if you have any queries regarding your exam, or you can also contact this number for any kind of guidance that you need for any regulatory body examination, or you can also visit the website to explore several courses that are offered. Thank you.